Hey Arc of New Jersey, it's Matthew Lacasio back with another weekly edition of helpful, healthy exercises and exercise tips for you. I got that right on the first try this week. Very proud of myself. As you can see, behind me, we got all the holiday stuff up. There's lights on everywhere in here. I'll show you guys on Friday. I'll give you a quick look. Okay, all right. Sneak peek. Maybe during Friday's class, even though it'll be daylight, I'll put on, all the lights so you guys can see. If you're attending the Friday training class with me, which you guys all should, that's what we do. We get in shape. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I hope you're all having a wonderful holidays as we zoom through the holiday season. They're all coming up. They're all going crazy right now. I can't believe Thanksgiving is in the rearview mirror, and now we've got all the other ones coming up. Time moves so fast this time of year, and before you know it, we're going to be in the thick of winter. And something a lot of my clients like to do, not this trainer in particular, but a lot of my clients, is ski. They're into winter sports, skiing, snowboarding, etc. So I work with them during the winter on a lot of skiing and snowboarding and winter sport exercises, or exercises that are good for those sports. So I figured today, if any of you out there are into winter sports, and even if you're not, again, these are just great exercises to do. They're good for core, they're good for balance, they're good for everything. So I figured, why not show you guys some of them today? Again, I can't stress enough how much I'm not into winter sports, but if you are, they're great for them. And again, either way, they're just great exercises to do. I do want to stress, as always, if you don't feel comfortable with any of these exercises, please do not do them. After you're done watching this video, watch it again. Make sure you've listened correctly to all the instructions, and make sure you follow the visuals along, and make sure you're doing it right. If it does not feel right, do not do it. If you're not sure, you can reach out to us at IHT. 908-875-3241 is the telephone number. info@inhometrainermatt.com is the email. inhometrainermatt.com is the website. You can reach us through that contact portal. Okay, without further ado, let's get this party started. So the first one we're going to do, very simple. First of all, we want to have our feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. See how my hands are to the side like this? You're just going to lean over a little. See how that right hand's going down? The left one's come up a little bit. Now we're going back to normal. Now the left one's going down, right one's coming up a little bit. You get the idea? Very simple exercise. Why is this a winter sport exercise? Well, if you're out on the slopes or on a snowboard, this area is what controls your balance. The hips up through the obliques helps really control that balance. And this is exactly what we're working here. Shifting the weight, the upper body weight. Right hand down, up. Left hand down, up. I'm pulling my hands a little away from my side so you guys can see them. But if you're doing this at home, you can keep them right on the leg and slide them down if you want. Again, I'm just holding them out a little bit so you can see the separation, and you can see how far I'm going down, which is not very far. And again, I'll show you from the side. Breathe in, out, in, out. You want to aim for about 10 to 12 on each side, should be good. Nice smooth motion, nice and slow. If you're going like this, back and forth, guess what? Now you're just dancing. You're not really doing anything. That's good on that one. About 10 to 12 each side, as per tradition. I don't really count during these, but definitely count at home. When you're doing them yourself, you want to make sure you're doing the right amount. You don't want to overdo it, for sure. So I would say, for starters, 10 to 12 each side. And again, you can always do more sets. You can always come back around and make these 3 exercises a circuit and do them in conjunction, one after the other. Give yourself a little break in between. So don't feel the need to do 20, 30 of something just because it feels like you can. All right, the next exercise that we are doing, you are going to, this is really going to look like skiing here. So the last one may not have, but this one will. Feet about shoulder width apart. And now I'm going to squat, but look where I'm squatting. I'm squatting a little to the right, coming back up straight, squatting a little to the left. I'm pushing my hips left, my knees slightly left. Again, not crazy angles here. I'm not asking you to totally rotate. Just about a 30-degree direction change. Don't do this with your hands. I'm doing it to show you where I'm going with my knees and my hips. Your hands with this one, you can just keep here, wherever, but you don't have to do what I'm doing. I just want you guys to see that? We're going off to one side and off to the other. Again, you don't want to go too far where your knee's going to do something silly. If you end up going, 60 degrees or further, there's a chance that's going to happen. So just a little bit of a rotation as we squat, and you want to alternate with this one, preferably. Keep your head, everything over your hips as you do this. You don't want to be leaning forward, but you don't want to be leaning back just like on the slopes, because then you're going to lose your balance. Well, I guess you do lean forward a little. I don't really know. I don't know skiing, but I'm certain you don't want to be like this, and I'm certain you don't want to be like this. Let's do one more here. Beautiful. Same thing I would say, about 10 to 12 each side. Be careful of how far you go down, because unlike normal squats, again, you're changing your direction. Normal squats, we're just going down, and up with these, we're going at an angle. So you're probably not going to want to go down as far as you normally do, because it's going to feel a little awkward. Maybe after time you will, but again, start with a smaller range of motion, and that's something you can increase as you feel more comfortable with it. And obviously, if you ski, you get the, right, like, that's what skiers do, right? You could do that at home if that feels more comfortable. Do that part with it. That's my, I only see skiing in a cartoon and movies, and that's what they do. Okay, last one. Here's a good one. It's a tricky one. Ready? All right. You're going to bring a leg up. Actually, let me center myself so you can see me better on camera. To the side. Look at the hand goes down just a little bit. Now same thing other way. You don't need to reposition yourself at home. I'm doing that for the camera so that you can see me. So just wherever you are, you can stay. I'm coming up here on my left, I'm bringing my left leg out to the side just a little bit. What's the right hand doing going down? This is for this whole side here, which is very key. Obviously both sides, but you know what I mean. Very key for skiing and winter sports. All that on ice, on snow, not on sneakers, which is something I was never good at, was anything that required you to be on more than sneakers. Skateboarding, snowboarding, skiing, ice skating, rollerblading, not for me, not for Trainer Matt. Again, just a little lift up, bringing that hand down nice and slow. Again, we don't want to rush this. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I almost lost my balance there. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Obviously, make sure you're comfortable with the balance. At home, if you're not, grab something stable, a la chair, and then you can do one side at a time. In this case, you wouldn't worry about putting the hand down. You would just hold this for stability, and that's fine. That's a great way to start. You can always work up to the way I'm doing it. Let's do one more each side here. Same number. I would say with each one of these, I would start with 10 to 12 reps. I think is a great number. There you go. See, I almost lost my balance at the end. It gets tricky even when you're just lifting the leg up a little bit, so be careful with these. But again, these are 3 great exercises, right? You start with these guys, feels easy, then all of a sudden we're moving the legs, and then finally you're lifting a leg up, which you probably don't want to do skiing, but again, good exercise for it. So it gets tricky as you go on, but there's a great circuit that you can do to improve muscles that are very important for winter sports. And again, even if you're not into winter sports like me, they're just great exercises to do. They'll give you a great workout, a great core workout, great balance, works all the important muscles, which is always great. And again, if you have any questions, 908-875-3241 is the phone number. info@inhometrainermatt.com is the email. inhometrainermatt.com through the contact portal is where we can be reached at IHT. I'm wearing my Puma hoodie and not my IHT one. Please excuse me. I will see you guys Friday. I cannot wait to see you guys Friday. It's been 3 weeks because of the holiday. I think 3, maybe 4. 3. Feels like forever. I can't wait for us to get a great workout in. And again, I'll give you an awesome tour of the best decorated apartment in America. No bias on my side. Have a wonderful week, guys, at Arca, New Jersey. And I will see it's been so long, I almost forgot your name. I will see you guys on Friday, and I can't wait. Please join us. If you've never joined us before, join in the fun. We have a great time. If you have, keep coming back. We love to see you. Have a great night, Arc, and I'll see you guys on Friday.